Preamble to the U.S. Constitution. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Happy New Year, it's 2023. This is G-Trust George. My first official video of 2023. Actually, technically, it's actually the second one, but this is the first real one where I start getting down in the nuts and bolts of what I truly wanted to do on these channels. It took me a long time to get to this point when I have a very nice announcement coming up in the next couple days because I want to savor it. In November, we had an election. Somebody won. Somebody took control of the House of Representatives. There is a process that goes on every single election cycle. How our government and how your country and how your cities and how everything works is based on the Constitution. But there is a preamble to that Constitution. That's important too. What does it do? Just before you got me, you heard two versions of it. A written version and a song version, okay? What is it? It is a promise of a new nation. It is the fundamental purposes and the guiding principles of the United States of America. It was primarily written by Governor Morris from the Pennsylvania delegation in 1787 at the First Constitution Convention. It was the intention of the framers of the Constitution to put down their guiding principles. So this is the intention of the framers of the Constitution. We, the people of the United States. What was said there is an overlay. It's an overlay. It starts everything off. The rest of it is the nuts and bolts of how the country runs. The preamble is just telling you this is what we're trying to do. And why did they do it that way? Because they had the intention of saying, no more Great Britain. They wanted to literally say, we the people of the United States, break away from England or King George. Break away from the monarchy. Break away from the dictatorships. And basically go back to the individual is more important than the state. The individual is more important than the monarchy of King George, or the elitists of the oligarchies, or the elitists of the powerful people, which is the money, which gets people elected. All those things were running through their head, but mainly it was to break away from the England at the time. It establishes rules, it establishes the sovereignty of a new nation against the ruling power. When it comes right down to it, what do we have now? The preamble is still the same. What do we have now? Do we have real freedom? Do we have a ruling class of Democrats? I would say so. Do we have a ruling class of Republicans? I would say so. Do you have a ruling class of government, which I would consider the swamp, or the government that actually just does everything without regard for you? There's a lot of things that we have wrong, but the preamble of the Constitution still states the promise of that new nation. We got a lot of work to do in the next coming years and for the rest of our lives. Eventually I will die. And I hope my country will stay free, and I hope my country will help out the individual over the state. And the promise of that new nation is the preamble of the Constitution. Further shows will be tributes to things that I like, things that I don't like, or actually anti-tributes for people that I don't like, that I don't respect. But that's my prerogative. I have my opinion, and I could say that. Okay, this is true commentary from the preamble. Okay, I'll have another show coming out either today or tomorrow. It's about the craziness that happened for the Speaker of the House vote. I have a commentary on that as well. So when you think about you live in a democracy, you really don't. You live in a constitutional republic. That's what they wanted. So when people try to tell you democracy is under attack, they're not saying that. They're trying to manipulate you. But they're trying to tell you your constitutional republic is under attack. They don't want to say that. It doesn't sound as good as these people are attacking democracy. We, the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union, which is actually grammatically incorrect, that is us. That is not the politicians. That is not the money makers. That is not the banks. That is not the people. The average person still needs to have that promise that things are going to get better. And these people up in Washington will actually freaking do their job. Okay? The next show will be about the craziness for the speaker vote. There will be tributes out there for other people that I like Olivia Newton-John, Barbara Eden, some other ones. But the next day or so, I'm going to tell you my secret. It's actually pretty cool. Take care. We'll see you soon.